Remember there was policing issues. Remember when the fans were running on the pitch when they first moved here, and remember when the pitch was obviously so far away from the fans. They've changed a lot of that now, like I told you earlier. So yeah, like I say, I came here today expecting to be not negative about it, but just not to enjoy it so much. But I've got to say, this is one of my favourite modern stadiums I've ever been to, and I love what they're doing to try and change it into a more football friendly arena. For those of you who don't know and don't know me personally, I used to work in London for years. Literally, I used to work up here, or down here rather, and now I live in Scotland. I come back to London, I'm like, oh my god, how did I ever do it? It's always so busy, it's always so crazy, but on a nice morning like today, it really is beautiful. Especially around Christmas. Let's hope a load of restrictions don't come our way soon, but the news ain't looking promising. But yeah, no football club really typifies London quite like West Ham. Today I'm making 2 West Ham videos. The one that you're watching right now will be for the stadium tour. I'm going to show you my journey down there from central London, maybe get a coffee, I'm exhausted, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Like I say, if you are a West Ham fan, I'm filming 2 West Ham vids today. I'm doing the stadium tour first off, which is where I'm off to right now, and then I'm going to go and investigate what is left of Upton Park, if at all. I've done this recently at Bury and at Highbury as well, Arsenal's old stadium. There's a lot left there. I wonder what's at Upton Park. And it is with stark contrast that West Ham play here now instead of Upton Park. And look, there's the big like Olympic Memorial Tower kind of a thing. We are now at the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park. Of course, all of this stuff around here was made for the Olympics in 2012, and the stadium has now been repurposed for West Ham. But yeah, first impressions, it's not as tall as I thought, but it's wide and it's big. Of course it was an athletic stadium, but then yeah, look, you've got the river running down there. There's a lot of work going on still to improve the area, as is the case pretty much everywhere in London. But then yeah, just look at that. Look at the tower up there. Did West Ham mess up in moving here? Was there absolutely no way at all in which they could have upgraded Upton Park maybe? I'm going to be investigating Upton Park later, like I say, so I'll overlay some images right now of when I go there in the future. Right now when I'm saying this, I've not been yet, but yeah, just look at this. One thing that I'm really looking forward to seeing when we go inside is how far away these stands are from the actual action. I know like there was obviously an athletics track around it at one point, so there's going to be a lot of space there, and I don't really like that in football stadiums. I think they should be close and tight like Upton Park. You really couldn't get much different between Upton Park and the Olympic Stadium now, the London Stadium rather. But yeah, just look at it. It is amazing. It really has kind of dragged, I guess, West Ham into a bit more of a modern era with their stadium. I don't know what the deal was really with Upton Park. Again, like I say, I'm going to go investigate that later on. But yeah, really looking forward to seeing inside and seeing how they've transformed an athletic stadium into a football stadium. And I couldn't do cool things like this and visit the amount of stadiums I do without great sponsors. And without the sponsor of Lotify on today's video, I wouldn't be here today. So please check them out in the top link in the description box below. Win phones, cars, PS5s and football trips all on Lotify. They are currently running a Champions League / Europa League competition away day of your choice. You can choose which away day you want to go to in the Champions League or Europa League if you win. Like I say, it's the top link in the description box below, and use the discount code FOOTY to get a discount on your ticket. You can get really amazing prizes and experiences for really cheap prices if you win. Check out the terms and conditions for competition lengths, entry requirements, etc. You will have to answer one skilled question to enter. And do please remember that it is only 18s and above. But yeah, without them, I wouldn't be here right now at West Ham. So a huge thank you to them. If you could check them out, it is the top link in the description box below. And like my dreams, they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. Of course, that is from I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles, the very famous song that West Ham sing before their games. I can't believe I'm here right now. I've literally been wanting to do all these tours and stuff for so long, as a lot of you will know. And look, just to see the Olympic structure there, as well as the West Ham Stadium, really is amazing. Let's find the entrance to the tour. It could be in the club shop, which is just here, but the club shop looks pretty good. It's obviously very modern around here. You can see the City of London through there. Those buildings just through there, that is the main City of London, I believe. So, I mean, it's really propelled West Ham, this stadium, I guess. Look, there's the Shard through there, you may be able to see. West Ham fans, what are your thoughts on being here? It must have been devastating leaving Upton Park, but do you prefer being at a bit of a more modern stadium now for that matchday experience? And while we're just waiting for the tour to start in the like below the club shop where this little cafe is here, look, the tables even have old turnstiles, which I imagine would be from Upton Park, maybe? Don't you love to see it?
This is the London Stadium. It's a home to West Ham United Football Club. Come on. And also Team GB, Great British Athletics. My name's Joe. I'll be taking you on this tour. We began starting in here, which is a platinum suite called the Royal East, and then we work our way through the stadium. There's hand sanitisers everywhere, so if you want to use those. Photography, you can use, take as many as you like, there's no restriction on photographs. Royal East, this was here in 2012, and this is where the Queen watched the Olympics, so we're going to be treading in royal footsteps when we walk through here. If you was to come here match day, in this platinum suite, it would cost you £750 on a category A game. That does give you a free programme, so here is a map of the East End. If anyone knows East Enders, you know, there's the old River Thames. On there you see some kite stamps. The ones that we're going to concentrate really on is the 5 kite stamps showing where Thames Ironworks FC and West Ham United have played in their stadiums. It all started with Arnold Hills. Arnold Hills was the founder. Without Arnold Hills we wouldn't be here today. He founded the Thames Ironworks Football Club, and he was just over there's a kite mark on the wall, it says Thames Ironworks Shipbuilding Company. They built Royal Navy ships, they built ships for overseas, they had the iron for Westminster Bridge and Royal Albert Bridge. They're most famous for the HMS Warrior, which was the largest ironclad warship in the world, and it was launched in 1860. That's still a museum piece, you can go down to Portsmouth and see that now. Arnold Hills, he was a very keen sportsman himself. He was a 1 mile champion, a 3 mile champion. He was a keen cyclist. Even then, in 1895, he was the chairman of the Vegetarian Society, along with Mahatma Gandhi. So he's quite unusual to, you wouldn't think that in 1895. He was a philanthropist of the area. He did a lot of work. He tried to build up and suppress some of the poverty down in the East End. But they didn't have a local football side. So when the foreman of the works, a fellow called Dave Taylor, came up to him and said, "Here, Governor, can we have a football team?" And he says, "Yes, you surely can." So yeah, they got a football team together. Arnold Hills supplied the stadium, and this Hermit Road was the first stadium they ever played at in 1895, and that was in Canning Town. Basically, the pitch had a moat round it. The dressing room was the Marquis of Salisbury pub, which was a 2-minute walk away. They'd change, go and play, come back, get changed, stay in the pub.
So we just had a wonderful history lesson in here, and like, yeah, it says some of the grounds that they played out of their Memorial Gardens, Bowling Ground, Thames Ironworks Shipbuilding Co. Limited. That was the name of the club originally. But yeah, we're just heading out now. Look at this. Ooh, how do we get out of here? We're stuck in. There we go. We're out. Right, and just look at how big it is in here. It is absolutely massive, and I was under the impression that the stands were a lot further away from the actual pitch as they were like a few years ago when West Ham first moved here. But look, as you can see now, these stands behind the goal, that is the Sir Trevor Brooking stand. Of course, there was a Sir Trevor Brooking stand at Upton Park as well. But as you can see, look, that whole like bit there, and there's one behind the other goal too. They're temporarily put in, I think, or they've been put in post like West Ham moving in here, so I guess they're permanent now. But when the Athletics are here, actually maybe they're temporary, what do I know. When the Athletics are here, they move it out and so that they can have the track there again. But yeah, it's a lot more of a football stadium now that has sort of been repurposed from the Athletic Stadium into more of a ground, more of a football ground. But yeah, remember West Ham was so close to the action and stuff, and I think that's what they're trying to recreate here a little bit more too, which is obviously great for atmosphere and for stuff like that as well. But yeah, 60,000 people can fit inside here, or allowed to fit inside here, although there are 66,000 seats. The council won't let them have 60,000 for football, but if there's a concert here, they can have 80,000. Work that out. But yeah, they've moved all this in a little bit more to make it a little bit more friendly for the football, which I love to see.
If you look to the right-hand double doors, that's where the home team come in, yeah? So they'll come in through this door, the coach is put up here. He holds the record for being Hammer of the Year 5 times. So, I mean, Hammer of the Year, voted for by the fans, is like Player of the Year. He's won it the most 5 times. Really nice guy, does a lot for football. If you want to come down a bit, we've got Billy Buns, 6'2", eyes are blue, Billy Buns, he's something good. Right, there's Billy. 27 years at the club. 799 appearances, 2 FA Cups manager, played till he was 41. He's got a stand named after him, absolute legend here at West Ham, absolute legend, Billy Bonds, Bonzo. Here we go up to, not many people know this fella, anyone know him? This old guy? No, look at the size of his neck. He's got a massive neck, he could have a couple of bolts in there. His name's Vic Watson, right, so if you think of transfer fees today, and you think of Jack Grealish going to Manchester City for £100 million, you think of Vic Watson, we signed him from Wellingborough United for £20, and he becomes the all-time goal-scoring legend, 326 goals he scored for the club.
Everyone's just moving on very quickly, so I'll be quick. But look, in the home team dressing room now, and it is quite amazing. And the more I go around this stadium, the more I'm starting to warm to it. I had quite a negative opinion of it at first, especially with how much I love Upton Park and traditional stadiums. But before it moves on, let me just show you quickly. This is the shape of a boat, this thing. And look, TIW, Thames Ironworks, that is the old name of the company that set up West Ham. Right, I've got to go. Like I say, this stadium's really growing on me the more I see it, and being down here at pitchside now, it's actually really, really nice. We're just going to come and have a little quick seat in the dugout just now. But yeah, amazingly, I've just looked at what West Ham have won as a club. 3 FA Cups, I think a Cup Winners' Cup as well, if I'm not mistaken. A Cup Winners' Cup in 65, Intertoto Cup in 99. They've never won the league. I don't think I knew that. maybe I did know that West Ham had never won the top league, but I feel like they're probably the biggest club to have not won the league. What other massive clubs haven't won the league? But yeah, just look at this. Look, you can see the little Olympic statue there, sort of poking out, the little monument thing, the weird building that we saw on our way in. But look at the floodlights, look at the design on them. Apparently there are some lamps or bulbs or something like that from Upton Park still in the lamp. So nice that they've kept a little touch of Upton Park, a little bit like at Spurs where they've kept part of the flooring from old White Hart Lane to the new one now. But yeah, here in the dugout now where I guess Moyes would sit, I don't know if this is the home side or the away side, but Moyes would sit somewhere here on a match day, and they're doing really well at the moment, of course, West Ham. I think they came 6th last year in Europe this season, so yeah, great to see West Ham thriving again. And a lot of the issues that they've had from this stadium seem to have been ironed out. Remember there was policing issues, remember when the fans were running on the pitch when they first moved here, and remember when the pitch was obviously so far away from the fans. They've changed a lot of that now, like I told you earlier. So yeah, like I say, I came here today expecting to be not negative about it, but just not to enjoy it so much. But I've got to say, this is one of my favourite modern stadiums I've ever been to, and I love what they're doing to try and change it into a more football friendly arena. And everywhere I go I see Rangers fans, and those two there were on my tour, and they're actually from nearby Kelty and our Rangers supporters, and we were chatting throughout the tour, and really nice nice couple, and it was great to meet them. And yeah, even when I come down here, I did the Arsenal tour and met a family from Dundee. I do the West Ham tour and I meet a family from Fife, or a couple from Fife. How weird is that? Don't you just love the Scots getting everywhere? If you are Scottish and you're watching this video off the back of my Scottish vids, please hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. But yeah, here I am now, look, by the weird Olympic structure thing. I don't even know what you would call this, and who came up with that? It is weird, isn't it? It is unique. Again, actually, I think like the London Stadium, it's kind of grown on me. Like I say, I came here today expecting the London Stadium to be a bit, from what I've heard about it, from the issues it had. I remember the fan running on with the corner flag and Mark Noble having to push someone off the pitch. I think Joe Hart had to do that as well, and all the policing issues they had here at first, and how far away the pitch is. But actually, to be fair, it seems like they've done a lot to negate a lot of these issues and to move the pitch in, and they don't have the policing issues anymore, and it's actually a really nice stadium. And I'm about to go and check out Upton Park, so do make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. And yeah, like, I think that fair play to West Ham. They've moved here now, they've moved to a bit of a more modern stadium, and it's dragged them a little bit closer into the 21st century compared to probably what they had at Upton Park. If you could please remember to hit that like button, that would be fantastic. And check out Lottify. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be uploading the amount of videos that I'm uploading in London right now. I'll leave some videos on screen. Please do click on one to carry on watching. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.